Hello, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Ryuan, and I am here today playing a game called Buried. Um, as you can see from the screen, which I just started up the game, basically it's it's like an interactive story. I guess I make the choices for each I guess question. I'm not quite sure. Maybe I pick what I do, and I just go on through that, and I assume the different options affect the end of it. But I don't really know a whole lot about it. I've heard really good reviews on it. I've heard that Markiplier played it and really much that he quite liked it. But I didn't watch the video on it just because one, I didn't want any spoilers for anything, and two, I don't really I'm not the biggest for watching games that are just for you pick options or anything like that. But I wanted to try out something different from what I usually play, just to see. I might enjoy it. So let's jump right on in. I see trees. Okay. Sorry, read it. Okay. I open my eyes, and the first thing I want to do is scream. I'm flat on my back, and everything seems to hurt. The trees overhead look familiar. It's a clear night sky, almost beautiful. Except for the fact that this means I've been out cold for at least 6 hours. But there's something wrong. I don't remember what, but something happened, and my head. My God, my head hurts. And a ringing in my ears. Was there an accident? An explosion, I think. I remember Dennis screaming, but after that, I can't remember. As I sit up, I notice that my hard hat has been thrown off. I look around the area, but it's not here. It feels strange to go anywhere without my hard hat, but I've got to find the other members of my crew. They could be in danger. So I'm guessing, obviously, it said there was an explosion. Maybe I got a head injury or something. I can imagine looking for my hard hat is more important than trying to find my friends. So I think I'm gonna go searching for the crew. I mean, the hard hat, maybe that could provide me from protection from something. I don't know, but I mean, my friends are more important, I think. So forget that. I decide my hat can wait until I figure out what's going on. I get up and take a look around the logging site. I smell something burning, and I don't hear any engines running. Wait, something isn't right. Was it the bulldozer? Maybe the damn thing overheated from the last time. Maybe the engine finally blew. What a mess. Well, maybe I'm jumping to conclusions. Only one way to find out, I guess. I walk over to the center of the logging site and don't like what I see. Okay, so it gives you a little bit of a different background every time. Cool. The logging site looks like a bomb was detonated right in the center. I don't know where to start. The one load we had managed to stack on the tripod of the day is overturned. The trailer bent and the logs hanging off the back. Where the hell is everyone? My head is killing me, and the ringing in my ears. I can't hear anything. Not birds, not my footsteps, nothing. It makes me wonder if I hit my head after my hard hat blew off. I run through a quick mental checklist to make sure my brain is still working. My name is Roger Hastings. I'm 41 years old. Sorry. And the year is 2017. I own a small logging company, and we've been logging in the strip of Kentucky woodland for almost a month now. Okay, so my brain works. That's a relief, but it also makes me fearful, because something is certainly not right here. I look around the logging site, my mind trying to figure out what has happened. Just about every piece of equipment has been overturned or tilted. So I can either look at the debris or I can look at the truck. Huh. I mean, I assume there's probably no one in this truck, so let's do the debris. It seems like the better option. There are bits of debris everywhere. There are fragments of the 5-gallon bucket I keep all work rags in, a loose saw chain, and an overturned gas canister. Had there been an explosion, all of the fuel, sorry, on site would have started to fire. But there's no charring, no burning, nothing. I walked through the area where Dennis had been working. From the looks of it, he'd been moving slowly. He'd only taken down 4 trees today. His metal lunchbox is open. It indicated that he'd been taking an early break. But he's not here. No one is here. Where the hell is everyone? I could try to make out a call on my cell phone, but its battery's already running low, really low. Not that it matters, the reception I hear is crap. Sorry, I read it backwards. Well, honestly, I don't think I want to waste the battery. I mean, if I probably won't get a call out anyway, and I might need, maybe a light or something for my battery, so let's save it and just yell out. Make my migraine worse. Hey, guys, where is everyone? Tony, Dennis, Frank, Joe. But their names fall flat among the wreckage. I get nothing back other than scaring away a few birds overhead. And tampering out loud, sorry. Might as well start walking and try to find some answers. The highway is almost a mile back through the woods. Down the gravel road we used to reach the site. Maybe the crew ran that way for help. But why would they have left me? Were they scared? Out of sorts? Maybe I can catch up to them. But with my truck turned over on its side, it looks like I'll be walking. My God, I can't even remember what I was doing before waking up on my back. Wait, what's that underneath the bulldozer? Oh my God, it's a leg. It has to be either Tony or Dennis. The dozer looks unstable, like it might roll some more. Might not be safe to get close, but at the same time, I can't just leave him there. Yeah, this is my mate. I can't risk not. It might be able to save him, so let's go for it. Hey, I yell. Are you okay? Are you alive? I skip over the stray logs and wrecked equipment to get closer. Seeing the dozer heater makes me think maybe I should have grabbed my hat. I can see a bit more of the leg. Jeans are soaked in blood. I recognize the work boots. It's clearly Tony. His leg has been at an impossible angle, nearly crushed flat. The closer I get, the more apparent it becomes that Tony didn't survive. Oh shit. Alright. So I'm gonna fool out someone's probably dead and rest of my life. Or I could leave him there and get away. I can't. I mean, just because he looks like he might be dead, he might be alive. I'm gonna risk trying to save him. Hopefully I don't die. I try to pull him out, but he's just not budging. That's when I see the blood coating the ground underneath him. It's thick and fresh, so dark on the dirt that it looks black. And as I'm tugging, I hear something crunch, but I somehow manage to pull him out. His legs are absolutely crushed and his stomach looks deflated. Blood is covering everything from the navel down. His face was turned to the right when he was crushed. It looks like a broken plastic mask, seeping with blood and bits of shadow skull. My God, I can't believe this. I have to turn away. That's when I hear a deafening creaking noise, and I'm bashed in the head from the behind as the bulldozer shifts lower to the ground. I roll clear and end up on my back, my eyes shut tight from grimacing. My head is exploding with pain and I feel a stream of warm blood. Why wasn't I wearing my hard hat? That's all I can think over and over, but it doesn't make the pain any less. After writhing for a few minutes, I finally pull myself up off the ground. I can't stay here. I have to find Dennis, Frank, and Joe. I have to find out what happened here. So I clearly made the wrong choice, but I couldn't not just go for it. I might have been able to save them. I mean, obviously I couldn't for the storyline, but I wouldn't risk not being able to save them. You know what I mean? So I hope that doesn't affect me later on now that I probably have like a concussion or blood or something. As I walk through the stacks of logs from the last week or so of work, everything feels frozen. This high-pitched sound in my ears is terrible. It keeps happening every few seconds. It sounds like it's coming from far away. I can't help but wonder, is it my ears or something else? The silence out here is creepy, and there's a smell, like the atmosphere after a bad summer storm. I might as well admit it, I'm a little scared. Everyone is missing and it's dead quiet out here. There doesn't even seem to be a breeze to rustle the leaves and branches. My right knee hurts like hell. My head is hurting so bad before that I never even noticed the pain in my knee. I must have heard it during the what? Accident? Or, wait, is that Dennis? I see him sitting on the ground, motionless, about 30 feet away. Let's yell out. That's probably gonna make my head hurt more, but he could be disoriented, he could be injured, it could be something else in the area, or he could be dangerous, I don't know. And then just walking up on him. Dennis! I yell. Dennis! Can you hear me? Dennis lets out a shout, like someone waking from a nightmare. He looks back at me from the ground. Yeah, Roger, I hear you, he hollers back as I head over to him. Dennis is built like a wrestler and has a tough personality to match. But in this moment, he looks disoriented and even a little anxious. Though I'm glad to see him, the fear on his unusually confident face is alarming. What the hell is happening? What's going on? He asks. Yeah, he was disoriented, so he could have freaked out and attacked me or something if I came up on him. So I think I picked the right option, finally. Yeah, let's go with this one. Don't know, the crew is missing. Missing? Dennis says. Where do you think they went? I'm not sure, I say, but it has me pretty freaked out. Something's not right here. Still sitting on the ground, he looks around the woods, as if he just now understood the severity of the situation. The equipment was overturned, the dozers too, I say, wiping more forehead. I hate seeing dozers, I don't know why that irritates me. Anyway, you okay? I ask him. Yeah, just shaken up. Me too. This might have been the most intimate conversation Dennis and I have ever had. While he and I have always been on good terms, we've never been particularly close. I've always respected him, though. Sure, he's come to work a few times looking like he'd been in a bar fight the night before. But I've also seen him do enthusiastic impressions of a dinosaur as he played with Tony's kids while they waited for the dad to finish up his shift. Wow. It's then that it hits me. Dennis and Tony were good friends. I'm not sure I want to rattle him with news of Tony's death right now. Not before we know what's going on. But he has the right to know. Ah, fuck. So I have to tell him his friend, oh, you're his kid, that's so sad, is dead. Or I keep it from him and I don't tell him. Oh man, I feel like I should tell him. I want to not tell him because I'm a coward inside, but that doesn't seem like a good thing. It'd probably come back in the ass. So, Tony is dead. You upfront with Dennis about Tony? I guess that's something that affects the story. Dennis's eyes fixate on me, startled. He was crushed under the dozer, I say. Dennis pauses for a moment, like he's trying to understand what I said. His eyes narrow and his bottom lip quivers. Shit, he says. And I could tell that he's fighting back tears. He and Tony had been tight, almost like brothers. Hey, he adds quickly, as if trying to escape the reality of Tony's death. Did you see that light? No, I say. What did you see? I don't even know, Roger, he says. It was like a flare of white light. It came right up out of the ground like an explosion. So there was an explosion, I say. Maybe it was some of the equipment, or... This was no equipment, Dennis interrupts, agitated. This huge ball of light came right out of the down ground. Well, he just said it was a ball of light, so I don't really know why I need to ask what it looked like, so let's go, where did it go? It just shot up into the sky until it was out of sight. When? I'm not sure, he answers, but I had finished about 10 trees for the day, and it was about to top one, and that's when it happened. You were almost done with 10 trees, I ask? Yeah, he says, looking at the ground. You know, I wouldn't want to take a lunch break until I was done. And that's when the light blew. Why, you don't believe me? You know, generally I would be the type to say, man, I know you're fucking exaggerating. Just, well, I mean, we're not mates, him and I, but if it was my mate. But he just went through something really, we're going through something pretty serious, and I just told him a close friend of his died. I think it's better to just, let him be, Give him this. I believe you. He saw what he saw, I think to myself. He had no reason to lie about this. My God, are you okay? I was saying I exaggerating about the trees, not the light. Oh well, I believe him anyway. Something weird happened, so. Anyway. Yeah, I'm fine, he says. But if I'm being honest, it scared me pretty bad. And if that's all the same to you, if it's all the same to you, I'd like to get the hell out of here. We both stand up and start heading towards the road. It isn't until we start moving that I see Dennis is moving. His right side is coated with blood, the red seeping through his blue work shirt. There are splatters of it here and there, but also a very large red splotch that makes me worried. So, should I ask him if he's in a lot of pain? What does this do? Oh, okay, so this just, okay. There is a lot of noise in the background. I hope it's not overpowering me when I'm talking, because that would suck. So maybe I'll see after this video if it is, and maybe turn off the sound. But anyway. So, should I ask if he's in a lot of pain, or how did he get injured? Let's just ask about the pain. I've been better. I don't know how much longer to stay on my feet, he says. What happened, I ask. I'll ask anyway. I'm not sure, Dennis replies. I must have gotten thrown or hurt somehow from that light. It's then that I notice that the strange ringing noise is still filling the air. Hey, I say, stopping. Do you hear that high-pitched ringing noise every once in a while? Dennis looks scared when I ask him this question, and he just nods. I thought it was just me, he says. He looks out of sorts and uncertain. I've never seen him like this before. It's obvious that he's looking for some reassurance. Even though I'm his boss, there's something very unnerving about this. I could be honest and tell him I'm freaking out, and that's gonna make him freak out, or I could say it's nothing. Which is probably something, and it's probably gonna end up, I don't know, maybe killing us or something, I don't know, but let's just reassure him. I think I'd rather make him feel better, so we'll be okay. It's probably nothing. Let's be realistic, I tell myself. I might as well try to be empathetic. See? He agrees. Out here in the middle of these woods, the ringing could be anything. Maybe a car alarm from through the woods or something. Still, even my passive comment seems to have reassured Dennis. He looks a bit calmer, more relaxed. We both start moving forward and don't say another word. Did you try to call Frank? Dennis asked. I know he had his cell on him today. Not yet. Luckily I still have some battery left. I knew I should have saved it, see? I pull out my cell and call Frank. Happy I didn't make that call to Dennis earlier. It rings, but he doesn't pick up. But then I hear his phone go off behind the stack of logs. Dennis and I give each other a look. As the phone goes to voicemail, I hang up, and we walk behind the log to find Frank's phone on the ground, abandoned. We look around for Frank, but find nothing, not a single trace. It's then that I noticed something really odd. A 10-foot wide hole in the ground, right near where the phone was. But there's no stray piles or removed dirt or rocks. It's clean, smoothly dug, cutting into the earth, wide, but only a few feet deep. It looks unnatural, like the ground was just deleted. No shovels or diggers used. Dennis walks over to it. This looks like the same kind of hole where I saw that light come out of the ground, he muses to himself. I say nothing, but my mind is spinning, but I don't know how to think. We need to get out of here, Dennis mutters. At that moment, the ringing noise carries through the forest again, sending a shiver down my spine. Dennis is right. There's something strange going on, and we might not be safe here. But that ringing sound could be a clue to where the rest of the crew went. So basically, he saw this light coming out of the ground, and it creates holes. Now, we find a huge, perfect hole in the ground, right where Frank's phone is. If there's no Frank. So either he went off somewhere, or whatever erased that hole, maybe erased Frank. Which to me seems more likely, because it seems like it's not exactly a happy story. So maybe I'm gonna say I think the light is something that, I don't know, maybe deletes or erases shit, or I don't know, sends it somewhere else or something. And basically Frank probably got caught in it, maybe it came out of the ground underneath him and got him, and that's why his maybe he was holding his phone and he dropped it. I don't know, but that's my theory. But I hope I'm wrong and he'll be alive, and I'll find him or something. I'm hoping he'll be alive. I already lost one guy. But yeah, so should I check out the sound or should I get away from here? I kind of agree. The ring could be important. I mean, it could be help, or it could be something people are doing because they need help. I think I would rather go for the sound. Oh, looks like I made another important decision. Something's not right, I say. And if there's a mechanical noise like that, you think someone is out here, he asks. Maybe. I think we should at least check it out. They might be able to help. Yeah, you go right ahead, he says with a grin. I'll be waiting for you. Better hurry, though. Dennis doesn't look like he's in the best shape to be trouncing around the forest. But we need some answers right away, too. Oh, fuck me. So I have to either leave him or bring him with me. Ah, shit. If I leave him, something could happen, because he's injured, he can't really move. But if I bring him, I don't know, I mean, if there's help there, they can help him. If there's not, they could be in trouble. I'm gonna bring him with me. I hate to make him walk, but maybe there's something that can help him. No, you're coming with me. I bend over and hoist him up against my shoulders. He resists just barely and then gives in. He's looking at me like he's terrified of me now, making a moan in his throat. Don't be a little pussy, bro. We start moving through the woods quickly, with no idea where the rest of the crew is. I worry they could be in danger. Every tree out here looks exactly the same. I grew up in the country and could find my way around the forest without much of a problem, but I'm feeling dizzy. I am picking up a pretty big guy, and I'm injured. I'm leaning against a tree when I see something that has no business being out here. Our logging crew has been out here for 3 weeks, and I've never seen it before. Ho ho ho. Is that like a door in the rock? It's a small building, sort of like mixture of a shack and a bunker. It looks to be made of concrete, but moss, weed, and plain old erosion also make it look sort of mystical. It looks like something out of a demented version of a medieval fantasy movie. What the hell is this? Dennis asked. Wow. Oh, I'm saying like a question. Okay. Well. I think we'll go until the next continue, and then I'll stop it there. So, let's go. I have no idea, because I have no idea. You purchased this land, right, boss? Dennis asked. Didn't you survey it? I certainly did, I said, getting a little defensive, but this wasn't here. Do you think the others maybe went in here? He asked nervously. Why would they do that? I asked. I don't know, but they aren't out here. If they aren't inside, they're probably dead, like Tony. He looks at the ground as he says this. I want to go inside, not just to find my crew, but also to appease my curiosity. That ringing noise is coming from inside. See? Fuck. But something about this place seems incredibly strange, especially located out here all by itself. It simply doesn't belong. I wonder, do we knock or just go in? Dennis asked. I can tell he's trying to make a joke, but it falls flat. I would say this is the worst time to make a joke, but I'm probably the time to make a joke during the situation, so go Dennis, go. I'm starting to think his humor is a defense mechanism for his fear. We both look ahead, take a moment to realize what we're about to do, and start forward. We get no more than 3 feet closer when Dennis wobbles. I feel like he's the type who doesn't like to be helped like that, but I want to help him. I mean, you can't just ask. Oh, but that causes knee pain. I reach out quickly, straining my injured knee. I barely make it in time, grabbing him under his arms and keeping him from hitting the ground. I'm okay, he said. Can you help me walk for a little while? Just help me inside, please. I can't deny him his request. I've never seen him this weak, and it's a little uncomfortable to see. It makes me glad I decided to keep him with me. See? Right decision. I help Dennis into the weird little building. The front door opens easily, even though there's clearly a lock on it. Maybe the lock was supposed to keep someone in? It's hard to tell. I still hear that ringing noise. It's definitely coming from in here. Stretching out in front of me is a small interior to match the outside. The building is totally empty. There's a concrete floor and dingy, featureless walls. There are no windows, giving the place an even more isolated feel. Still, we hear the ringing noise inside, coming from somewhere in here. It's louder now, more prominent. The interior seems confined at first, but a small set of concrete steps leads about 5 feet down, revealing a corridor. Hey guys, if you can't hear it, my throat's already starting to crackle and it's killing me. I'm not a huge talker, but I think I will end it here before I enter the bunker. Just because I don't know what's down there. I'm hoping it could be help, but it could be something bad. I mean, something's going on with this. I mean, it seemed everything might be normal until Jim was talking about the lights. So who knows? Maybe there's something mythical going on because he's saying it was mythic. It looked mythic. So hopefully it's nothing too bad. I'm not gonna go and get us killed, but who knows? So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's different from what I usually play. It's more you're just watching me. You're reading pretty much. I personally love to read, so I actually very much enjoy something like this. So I do hope that you guys watching also enjoy it. If you do, please let me know in the comments, or if you don't, I hope you guys do. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed, as usual, smash those like, subscribe buttons like the beast you guys are. And until next time, later.